This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Wide, I'm going to have 30-inch doors, and I'm going to have 6 of them, and it's basically going to be covering up a storage shelf, and they want to be able to access the shelf behind, so that's why we're doing bypass doors. So I don't know about, I guess it would be 3 in the front and 3 on the back, but you only have a double bypass. I wouldn't be able to, stack 3 doors on each side, right? I would only be able to do 2 doors, and then one would run into another one. Is that correct?
Well, so first of all, 30 inches too wide for 12'8". You're going to end up with a lot of overlap. That's the wrong size door. What you really want is 2'2" would be a better choice than 2'6". You really want 1 inch total overlap between door leads. And at the end of the day, what will help you is literally a pencil and a sheet of paper, and you just draw a plan view of this opening, and then you put your doors. So the bottom line is, in terms of the quantity of tracks, just think of a U-channel, just a box track, a U-shaped track. You can have as many of those as you want. I don't know the application. I did a job one time with 4 doors in my basement of my home for my laundry. 4 doors. I was about 10 foot wide. I put 4 tracks because I wanted all doors to one side. So of my 10-footer, let's say that I had 22-inch doors, or what would that be? No, it'd be more than that. 10-footer, 25, 10, 20, 30-inch doors. I had 31-inch doors, which meant of my 120-inch, I had a usable space of 120 minus 31. So I had an 89-inch usable wide space. So the question is how much usable space do you want? And you just keep adding tracks. You're like, yeah, that's good enough. Because my laundry was washer, then dryer, then slop sink, and then hot water tank. Well, when I slid them all, I covered up the hot water tank, but I still had washer, dryer, slop sink access all at once.
Okay, right. So I guess it's not going to be 6 doors, it's going to be 5 doors. So 30-inch doors, it's almost exactly 5 doors.
Okay. 5 times 30 is 150, and you're at, the doors aren't wide enough for 12'8".
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be, exactly perfect, but I'm not going to buy custom doors either.
Yeah, but 5 times 30, you're going to be short. You're going to have a gap between the doors when they're all closed.
Yeah, I think it's all right.
You said 12'8" is what I heard.
Right.
Okay, so definitely not ideal. I would close that opening down if you can. So I would definitely sketch that out because you'll always see a gap between the doors, even when you evenly space them out. And the reason I'm harping on it is because if it was me and my job, I wouldn't accept that if I was the owner. And I don't know that, you and I might be able, if it was in my garage, yeah, who cares? I don't care. I'll put a 1-by on the edge of the door.
This is an unfinished basement area, so It's not. I don't think it's super critical.
Okay. So just in the interest of saying what needs to be said with your hardware expert, that's why I'm saying it. Okay, so 5 doors. So the question is how much usable room do you want? How much of the 150 do you want free and clear?
So, ideally, I think, they only need to be able to get down a bin at a time. So maybe, honestly, only 24 inches at a time would be what we would need.
Yeah, you'll always achieve that with just 2 tracks. 3 doors in the back, 2 in the front, 3 in the front, 2 in the back. It'd probably be 3 in the front and 2 in the back. But you'll always achieve that because you'll have 150 minus net door width times 3 is going to be your clear opening.
Okay.
I think you said 30-inch doors, so that's going to be 90. So you'll have 5 foot of clear opening. Or net door width times 2.
How long does it take to get these things? Do you guys have them on the shelf, or do you have to manufacture them?
It depends. What track are we talking about? I mean, what kit did you find?
Well, I'm just looking on the website. I don't see the 12 or the 8-foot ones, but you said you have 8-foot ones.
So what you would do is you would want to go with there's multiple manufacturers, blah blah blah. It's all variations on a theme, if you ask me, because it is. What I would use, because it's reasonably available, is going to be the part number H200A /8. The issue is you would need you're gonna need that's a bad size. Was
that license number an 8 or an H?
The numeral 8.
Okay.
So, any chance that opening can become 12 foot? Well, anyway,
really.
Okay. So you're obviously going to hear the click clack as the hangers go over that joint, unless you were to have somebody TIG weld those, and even then you're still going to hear a click clack. Yeah. So you're going to need 2 of those kits, and then you're going to need 2 of those kits. I would do 2 of those kits, and then 2 of the 6-foot kits, and then just change that 8 to a 6, and then you'd have enough to do it. That would be the least expensive way to go.
Sorry, what do I do with the 6-foot kits?
So the H200A /8. That's an H200A sliding door kit in an 8-foot long.
Uh-huh.
That. So then you'll want 2 of those. The issue.
I see. It's 8 plus 6. Yeah.
Yeah, rather than 3 and 1 or 4 of the 8-footers, it's less money. Now the issue though is each one of those kits only has enough hardware to hang 1 door. So you're going to have to pick up a hardware pack separately, and there's a part number for that because you've got 5 doors.
Okay.
The part number is H200 PACK. PACK. So all of this will work. And I've done this work, so I know it. And this is Pemco. This is the first one that came to mind. You could do Knapp and Vogt. You could do Hager. You could do Hettich. You could do Henderson and Hafela, and on and on. But this is just box.
Could you tell me that the part number for the hardware again?
H200 PACK. All run that all together. H200 PACK.
Okay.
What you're not getting here are guides, so we want to talk about how you're going to guide them at the bottom, and that can be as easy or as complex as you'd like.
Do you have to have guides?
You don't, but your doors are going to hit each other when you're slotting them.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna, as you pull one left to right, it's gonna hit the other door, because you won't, So you would want some type of guide. Ideally, you would take a small U-channel, and that would go either surface mounted on the floor or mortised into the floor, and then you'd have a pin down in the bottom of each door. That would be ideal. Assuming that that's impossible, because most times it is, or undesirable, and therefore take a pass. You just do the standard bifold sliding door guides that just get surface mounted to the floor that you've seen countless times. You may not, your mind's eye may not picture it, but you've seen them countless times.
No, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I can just pick those up anywhere.
Or for me, I would just ship it with the order.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll do some more looking, and then maybe I'll call back later this afternoon or something.
Right. So let's do this. Tell me your email and your zip code, your state and your zip code, and I'll send you what this looks like dollar-wise.
Okay. Email is zip code.
Got it. All right, sir. I'll make this up shortly. I'll do it now. I'm in the shop running a tool, and I've got it waiting for me, so I'll do this before I resume work. And then the guides. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you'll need 4 guides. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Do you feel like you've got a grasp of this stuff? It is really simple after you do it the first time.
Yeah, I think I understand now. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. My name is Richard. It'll be in the email. By all means, give me a call back if you'd like to discuss it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.